Long time no hear from. Court is now in session. Barbers Hill Independent School District. No, I'm just joking. Without further ado. Without further ado, let's get it started. You guys already know. You guys already know how it goes. You write me, bring to the court of my public opinion. I put this robe on, and I rule. I rule. Okay. First things first. Do not take this as legal advice. It may or may not work for you. Okay, I'm not your lawyer. Okay, so this is just, a little splickety splack'em sploof. Okay, don't take this legal advice. You won't be suing me if it doesn't work for your particular situation. I've had a court order signed on May 16, 2023, and I was appointed joint managing conservator prior. And since then, the mother has denied me possession and access to my son. According to the order and the fact that I live 100 plus miles away, I've abided by the terms of the order. I've tried all means of communication and I have been declined. After the third denial, I made a police report. I read the report and see that the mother made false statements. I've also learned that the mother's new husband has a misdemeanor for aggravated assault to a family member June of 2015, and it is still active. And he's also being indicted for an arrest in June of 2021, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a knife, assault family violence, impeding breath, or circulation with a knife. I ain't never heard of no impeding breath and circulation with a knife, sir. I think you added that. Anyways, I am concerned that these are some of the reasons the mother is denying me possession and access to my son. Let's bring it to the court of our public opinion. Sir, you are probably right, y'all. When stuff is not going on right at the other person's house, it is two things that people don't want you to do. Okay? They don't want you to pick the child up. Okay? Or either they don't want the child to come to your house. Okay? So, if you are a father and that mother is keeping that child away from you for no reason and has a new man in her life, you might need to do a little background check. Vice versa. If you are the mother and the father is not picking up the child all of a sudden and has a new wife, new girlfriend, new something is not going on right over there. CPS may be getting called over there. Something's going on over there. Okay? Especially if there are other children involved. Get a look-see and see what's going on. Sir, you need to go ahead and file your enforcement in court because I don't know what's going on, but if you have your visitation rights, you need to be able to see your child. Now, as far as communication is concerned, communication is not always written into the court's order. Many times we have to write that in. But I would assume that you have communication written in and she's not abiding by that order and she's not allowing you to see the child. One thing that you all have to know is that you must abide by the court's order. Meaning, if the court's order says that you have to appear at a specific place and time, then you got to do that in order to prove that the other side is not abiding by the court's order. As soon as you do that, sir, and you got a couple of times of that, and it's no excuse, she wasn't in the hospital, she just denying the visits, the baby, isn't in the hospital, child is available, then you go ahead and file your enforcement in court. And you go ahead and file for custody as well if necessary, because what we don't want is for parents to be fighting. This new husband, okay, these new boyfriends fighting from the children. Let me tell y'all something. If you have children from another relationship or another marriage, and even if they're the children of your mate, your current mate, don't fight in front of them children. They don't need that. They go through enough. Children got to go to school and make sure their head stays on during the day. These other kids are so crazy. They kicking people, hitting folks, bringing guns to school. They got enough to worry about as children right now. They don't need to be worried about you fighting some man that they don't even like anyhow. Okay, you done got some man, he robbing and stealing, pillaging, running through your account, taking your food stamp card. The children are not dumb and they don't like to deal with it. And then what you cannot do is keep them away from the other parent, because then the other parent going to get a little suspicious. They're going to smell something a little stanky is afoot, and they're going to get to looking and seeing what's going on in your household. So I'm telling you what you need to do. You got a man that is acting like this person, getting all these arrests and all of this stuff. What you might want to do is shove the child to the other parent's house. Okay? So that the other parent don't want the child and gives the child back. And then you got an excuse right there. They can't come up and take the child for whatever reason because you offered the child to them. And that wasn't a reason for them to take the child at first. It ain't gonna be a reason for them to take the child after that. Now, this ain't gonna work if your baby daddy is a stand-up man and your boyfriend is a piece of shit. So don't try. Okay? If you're hiding something for real. Okay? But guys, figure out what's going on in that other house. Okay? And run background checks on everybody. Your new boyfriends, your new girlfriends. Run background checks. People be crazy as hell. I don't get it. I dated a therapist that was crazy. I dated a therapist that had a whole case out for stalking. Had to go. Okay? You got to know what's going on with people. And you can't be getting yourself involved, especially me. I have other children. I can't be getting people involved in my mess. I can't be having people around my children, around my house, around me that are crazy. Next case.
Sitting here behind these walls. Think it's time I made that call. I'm locked up and facing charges. Who gon' fight these cases for me? I called Booker Law Firm. They got the job done. They were right there for me.
For more information, contact the Booker Law Firm at 713-292-2225 or visit the website at bookerlawfirm.com.